Watch this. All 1954 cars in all price classes nosedive on brake application. Now watch this. Yes, level flight stopping in a 1955 Chevrolet, an exclusive engineering triumph. And here's how it's done. All at the touch of the daintiest toe. Simple, isn't it? But Chevrolet is the first in the industry to achieve controlled level flight stopping. The riding and driving thrill of a lifetime, the quadrupoise ride. There's never been anything like it before. And here's graphic proof. The Belgian blocks, cruelest course on the General Motors Proving Ground. And for comparison, one of the highest priced automobiles in America. A light mounted on the side, a night run. First with the luxury priced car. A ribbon of light burned on film. Then another run. Chevrolet with quadrupoise ride. Match the photographic evidence, and there you are, the luxury priced car and Chevrolet with quadrupoise. But quadrupoise ride is only one of the many rewards in this years ahead automobile.
Well, I never felt more like singing hooray. Just drove a new Ford, and I'm here to say it's all new. It's sure a new kind of Ford. Well, no car for the dough is a car so long. No car for the dough is so rugged and strong. And in Ford, you get a new kind of ride. The frame inside this Ford is new. There's new ball joint suspension too. They ride you oh so sweet and low. You never know there's bumps below. So just amble on down, the going is great. Just pick you a 6 or a Thunderbird 8. Come try Ford, come drive a new kind of Ford.
See your Ford dealer. Across the nation this week, folks everywhere are getting their first ride in the beautiful new 1952 DeSoto. Look at those big wide doors and see how roomy this 1952 DeSoto is. Inside, you sit naturally. You relax in seats that are chair high. Yes, the 1952 DeSoto brings you a whole host of wonderful features. Features like Oriflow shock absorbers to help give you one of the smoothest rides you've ever known. Waterproof ignition to give you sure starts even in the dampest weather. To protect your family in case of blowouts. Famous safety rim wheels. The 1952 DeSoto. It's designed for you and your budget, too. See the new 1952 DeSoto.
Whether it's shopping for hats or shopping for a used car at a Chevrolet dealer's used car lot, a woman likes to take her time and look around. And with the large selection available at her Chevrolet dealers, she can browse until she finds the right model, the right color, and even the right kind of rear view mirror. So look over the big selection of used cars at the big OK sign.
Ambassador, the now car that gives you the rich driving experience of the red carpet ride. Ambassador, full-size luxury created for today. With road cushioning suspension, velvet tone performance, the luxury of the red carpet ride. Ambassador, an uncompromising selection of automobiles with the red carpet ride. Priced for people who want their luxury now.
They'll know you've arrived when you drive up in the 1958 Edsel, the car that's truly new from nameplate to taillights.
New from the front. New from the side. New from the rear. Only Edsel has the sleek, clean line design that sets it apart from the look-alike cars. And it combines new looks with the newest V8 engines in the world, the big new Edsel 400 and the power-packed Edsel 475. It is unlikely you have ever driven a car with so much real, usable power as the Edsel. And with Edsel's exclusive Teletouch drive, you drive more safely, more easily than you ever have before, because both hands can stay at the wheel while the Edsel shifts electrically. There's even the added luxury of new Edsel air suspension that's just like riding on air, because you are. And remember, of all the medium-priced cars, car for car, across the board, the 1958 Edsel is the one that's new and the lowest price, too.
Ford, it's a whole new thing. It's what's happening. It's the going thing.
If there's one scene the going thing likes to make, it's this one. Ford's Performance Corner, to see winners like the hottest Mustang of them all, the Mustang Mach-1, with a pulsating functional hood scoop. The shape-for-action Ford XL, with a swept-back roof and the widest track in its class. And for high performance, the new Ford Cobra, ready to sink its fangs into all sorts of winners' trophies. Cobra, at the lowest prices in Ford's Performance Corner. So check the Performance Corner at your Ford dealers, the place you've got to go to see what's going on.
Ford gives you better ideas. Ford gives you better ideas.
Every year, Motor Trend magazine evaluates all the new cars before naming its Car of the Year. They look for outstanding styling, great engineering, and ingenuity of design. This year, Motor Trend gave Pontiac the Car of the Year award for the 4th time. In fact, Pontiac's the only car maker ever to receive the Car of the Year award 4 times. We suspect the Bumper of the Year had a lot to do with it. Seems like everything those Pontiac engineers touch turns to great.
Coming October 7th, in a brilliant kaleidoscope of sensible change, wherever you look in the 1961 Chevrolet. Every model brings you new, make life easier improvements. From more usable trunks to wider entrance room. Yes, all new 61 Chevys are a new measure of your money's worth. Handsome interiors, posture-true seats, new body by Fisher. Wherever you view, you'll find a kaleidoscope of sensible, beautiful, exciting change. The 1961 Chevrolet, stars of the greatest show on earth. Coming to your Chevrolet dealers Friday, October 7th. Don't miss them.
We put a Dodge in our garage, honey.
People viewing this new 1954 Lincoln are showing unusual interest in this latest version of Lincoln, the one fine car designed for modern living. A big reason for this enthusiasm is Lincoln's fresh new beauty, reflected in this new grille and hood ensemble, emphasizing its lower, wider, functional beauty. Chrome trim is used carefully, and most important, sparingly, just enough to accentuate the long, low silhouette of the car itself. New style notes include a completely new rear bumper, plus an entirely new taillight assembly with backup lights built in. Those who have seen the new 1954 Lincoln for the first time showed a great deal of enthusiasm for the totally new interior patterns designed to reflect modern living as you find it in the modern home. Fabrics range from a silver thread nylon frisé through other nylons and broadcloths to the finest grade of leathers in just about any colors one could name. But perhaps the greatest excitement of all was shown by those people who took the new Lincoln out on the road. For this year, Lincoln owners will experience a new driving thrill with Lincoln's improved engine. This overhead valve V8 now incorporates a new type 4-barrel carburetor that provides still more responsive power when you need it. Other mechanical changes in the new 1954 Lincoln include larger brakes for an even greater degree of safety. Lincoln dealers everywhere are extending a cordial invitation to stop in and drive either the new 1954 Lincoln or the Lincoln Capri, the one fine car designed for modern living, completely powered for modern driving.
For all Chevrolet products for 1962, share the Spider's mood of enjoyment and satisfaction. The same snappy scat up and go. Not only in new cars, but in new trucks as well. Spectacular is the word that best describes the power behind all 62 Chevy trucks. Yes, Chevy's brand of spectacular power is so big, so brawny, it can actually lift itself up by applying this power through a winch. Practically no one will need power for this kind of climbing, but the power is there.
A quality Chevrolet dealer is a key man in Chevrolet's reliability program. First, he makes certain the product is in top shape when he delivers it to you. Then provides top-flight service people and facilities to assure continuing reliability. Yes, there's a lot behind Chevrolet. A lot of tests, facilities, patience, and care. In short, the industry's most complete reliability program to make sure the Chevrolet you buy gives you reliable service year after year in the all-weather, all-roads, all-places kind of driving that you do. All that a car should be, all that you ever hoped for, you get in the reliable 1961 Chevrolets. The cars and trucks that can stand the gap.
Three Mustang GT hardtops are fighting for position going into the last laps of the race. Here comes the lead Mustang into its final pit stop. Simulated V8 engine, check. Steering, check. Headlights, check. Taillights, check. Reverse, check. Batteries, check. Let her rip. Looks like the Mustang on the inside has it. And it's over. The motorized Mustang GT wins again. This 16-inch motorized Mustang by AMF is yours for $495. Now everyone can have a battery-operated Mustang GT for Christmas. They're available only at your Ford dealers for $495. And at some additional cost, there's this gas engine Mustang. Get a motorized Mustang for $495 only at your Ford dealers, or $6 delivered to your home. And at your Ford dealers, see America's fastest-selling fun car, Mustang.
A convenient location. That's one reason many car owners give for selecting a particular service station. That's a pretty good reason. But let's always remember one thing. Our best gasoline customers are the ones who are on the move a lot. And for people on the move, a convenience station is not always the best station. Take the Adams family, for instance, who live just a couple of blocks from this station. There's Mr. Adams, just about to leave for work. He does this every day, 5 days a week, and just about the same time. 7 o'clock. He leaves pretty early. This morning, and at least twice a week, he needs gas. He's got to stop someplace. Now, here's the station nearest to his home. It's close, all right, but it's closed. Mr. Adams passes it up. This ought to be convenient for him, right on his way. But it's not for Mr. Adams. The point is that Mr. Adams has traveled a long way from home to buy gas. He wanted more than convenience. There must be a reason.
Here we've just had a complete teardown of a Ford and a Chevrolet. These are Ford parts, ready for comparison with the similar parts of a Chevrolet. Here they are, the Chevrolet parts. And our comparison is to cover all categories: economy, comfort and convenience, performance, and safety. A big factor in safety is a driver's ability to see. The total of Chevrolet's glass area is this much bigger than a Ford's, 166 square inches. And remember, Ford's glass shortage is not confined to any one spot as we show here, but is distributed throughout all areas. Quite a difference, eh?
That's a new motoramic Chevrolet. Best thing on wheels, as far as I'm concerned. Of course, I may be prejudiced. I work here on the Chevrolet assembly line. I put the finishing touches on these cars, then they're headed straight for America's driveways. Look mighty good there, too. Say, reminds me, the other day I met an old friend. Now, Charlie, that's my friend's name. He usually never talks much about cars. But ever since he drove my new Chevrolet, oh boy, Charlie talks just like one of our own engineers. New turbofire V8's terrific. Can't beat that glide ride front suspension. And you know something? Charlie's 100% right. Why, just look at the way the new Chevrolet rides and handles. Like I say, I may be prejudiced. Get a hold of a motoramic Chevrolet and drive it yourself.
Suppose I'd been sitting in a car like this several years ago, and I'd said to you, gee, wouldn't it be swell if steering were real easy like this, especially when you're standing still? Then, if we and the practical designers and the hard-headed production men and the skeptical testers have done our jobs right, well, then the factory men can turn yesterday's dream of effortless power steering into today's reality. Now, that looked easy, didn't it? The men who designed this had fun. And the builders and the testers had fun. And while it's never going to take the place of the family car, I, for one, am going to have a lot of fun owning it. Now, this could never have happened unless the world's largest manufacturer of automobiles had put its tremendous resources back of the job of designing and building a sports car to uphold American leadership in every field of transportation. They built her to handle like an angel, with every ounce of weight right where it belongs for perfect balance, clean and sleek and efficient looking, and light and strong. And they kept the cockpit simple and practical. For the power plant, they started with the finest valve and head engine. Some extra special features of higher compression, triple side draft carburetors, and dual exhaust give her 160 horsepower. Naturally, the automatic transmission quadrant's on the floor. That's in keeping with sports car tradition. In addition to the speedometer, there's a tachometer to measure engine revolutions. They call her Corvette, and she belongs to the highway just for the sheer and simple joy of driving, for the open road and the country byway, for Mr. and Mrs. America in a carefree mood. Boy, what a car.
Boy, oh boy, is she a dream? What style? A good looker, huh? A continental beauty. She's here. She is.
It's a completely new idea in automobiles. The daring, dazzling 1955 Rambler, now at all Nash dealers. Never before has a car so fine been priced so low. Here's a whole new idea in styling. The rakish continental look with plenty of room for the whole family. Here's a new idea in luxury. The new 1955 Rambler offers complete year-round air conditioning that warms in winter,
cools in summer.
Live a little. Drive a Rambler.
The new Rambler, a car that handles and parks like a dream. A car with the shortest turning radius of any sedan in America. Here's a new idea in safety. Double strength, single unit body. Stronger, safer, completely rattle-proof. See and drive the new 1955 Rambler, now on display at all Nash showrooms. Still another reason why American Motors means more for Americans. See your Nash dealer.
Get more car for your money when you buy. More money for your car when you trade. Live a little. Drive a Rambler.